Hey Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. General reading. Nice. Six of Wands, Seven of Pentacles. Oh, the Star in reverse. Oh, it's flipped over. Thank you. Six of Cups. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Thank you. Ace of Pentacles. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Sagittarius. Knight of Pentacles. The Magician. This is looking very good, Sagittarius, for you. It's about time, huh? Oh, the Moon. Sagittarius, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Sagittarius, please. Thank you. Oh, Page of Pentacles in reverse. Nine of Pentacles. That's Queen of Pentacles. Outcome. Wow. King of Cups also came out, so you got some love coming your way. Also, Six of Wands. This is great. You're moving forwards. Whatever projects you're involved in, whatever you're doing creatively at the moment, Sagittarius, is working out. You're going to have victory and success. This is what you're aiming for, and this is what you're going to have. Because you're very much looking after yourself. You're looking after, your life, what makes you happy. You're growing your own empire, if you like. You're growing. You're watching over those things, the things you've grown, the things you've developed. You're taking care of it. You're taking care of it, and you're doing really well. So well done, you. Ace of Pentacles. Now, recent past, I wonder if this has been your focus, Sagittarius. So you've been focusing on your pentacles, which is great. You've been focusing on building up a better a more stable foundation for yourself, which is really, really good. And because you've been doing this, you're managing to manifest a lot, and possibly this is surprising to you as well. You've been following guidance, you've been listening to spirit, you've been following your instincts, you've been building, you've been growing, you've been having more and more confidence in the things you're doing, where possibly there was a lack of confidence before, and you've tuned into that confident energy, this Six of Wands, this very confident, victorious, moving forwards with plans, ideas, projects, whatever it is you're doing, focusing, knowing that you're going to have success, because you are, working on it, and it seems that you've been working extremely hard here, Sagittarius. Now, this is your current energy. You're feeling renewed. You're probably feeling very hopeful as well about the things you're doing. There's also a lot of, in this card, also represents a lot of healing. And I wonder if you've been focusing on your healing and doing really well in that department. Taking time out for you, caring for yourself, feeling more hopeful about the future, feeling refreshed, feeling, as if things are really working out for you. You must be careful, on the other hand, Sagittarius, not to watch your energy output. Be aware, because it's very easy for you, as a fire sign, as the most energetic fire sign of zodiac, to burn out because you over, you can you can find yourself in a position where you're over giving, you're sort of helping, maybe sometimes you're just helping too much, and you're not reserving enough energy for you. Watch that, because that's very important, for you not to sort of burn out. But I also think that people are being very appreciative of your help, whatever it is you're giving at the moment, in which direction, who to, you could be helping a lot of people at the moment, or you could be, in a position where you can get a bit confused with where you should invest your energy, and sometimes forget yourself. So that's a little bit of a warning, if you like. But something's coming in for you as well, and it looks like you're going to have some kind of offer. Somebody might want to collaborate or work with you or invest in you or put something into what you're doing, and that could be something coming in the very near future, that there might be more sort of investment into you from sources that you might not have expected, or from different avenues, or it seems to me that your money's looking great, your projects are looking good, you're feeling really hopeful, you're feeling really, perhaps you're beginning to reap the rewards already of your successes, and it might sometimes feel a bit slow moving. That's nothing to worry about, because trees take a long time to grow. So just be aware that you whatever it is that you're developing might be taking a little bit more time. You can be impatient sometimes when you want things to move more quickly. But my advice would be to sort of try and bring that that sense of impatience, bring it in, question it, meditate on it, do more things that make you feel more relaxed, and understand that everything is in divine timing, and you don't have to rush. And don't rush also, because if you hurry things, you might find yourself making mistakes, which you don't want to do at this point. You want to be meticulous, you want to be able to be manifesting magician here, manifesting more and more of what it is you want to manifest, but be also aware that maybe do more research, maybe there are things you don't know and need to know as well, or there are things that you might be being secretive yourself, you might be being secretive about the things you're doing because you don't want them to be say jinxed or something like that. So you might be being quite secretive. There might be things that you need to look more closely at, that would reveal to you more of the kind of things you need to do in order to accomplish the things you're doing. Page of Pentacles came up in first, so that's also a nudge to say watch money as well. As money comes in, watch where it goes out. Don't overspend. Don't feel frivolous and suddenly feel like you want to overspend. So be aware and make sure you save. Make sure you have things enough saved that you what I'm saying is, don't splurge, don't get into this overspending. Really sort of appreciate all these good blessings that are coming in, in terms of money, material successes. Have a lot of gratitude for that. Even if things are coming easy for you, don't still be aware of how much time, effort that took in order for you to, and don't get ripped off. Don't be aware of what you put into things and the value that they really have. Understand the value of all your time, your energy, your effort, your talents, your skills. Be aware, that is a lot of your time, and because you're a very, very energetic sign of zodiac, you have the energy to spare, if you like. Don't forget that that's still your energy, and even if you have bags of it, also keep some in reserve for you, and, you know, slow down a little bit, I think. Slow down a little bit, and question a few things, you know, before making decisions, because the Moon card here, you might need to look into things more. Your intuition is on point at the moment too. And the Queen of Pentacles outcome, you know, that this is you being in a much more stable, grounded place where, you know, you have everything you need. You manage, you know, your finances well, you manage your material, your also your social, life. You know, you it's like the Queen of Pentacles is in good balance with, you know, all of her security. You know, that includes, you know, your social circle, friends, family, you know, and your, you know, all of your assets and finances. So, you know, that's a great card to have as an outcome, Sagittarius. At the bottom of the deck, you have King of Cups. So, you know, this is love. This is something really good is coming in for you, Sagittarius. I think you have been so focused on your healing. The Star card here, you know, your material world, your successes, your projects. You know, you're in a sort of position now, if that, you know, you haven't been thinking about relationships or love or partnerships for a while, then, you know, this, you might be kind of ready for, you know, something really good. But stay peaceful and stay calm and stay, you know, within your confident energy. Don't get knocked off. It's very easy to get knocked off. You know, if you listen to sort of negativity or negative things said about you, or, you know, that kind of thing, or people questioning what you're doing, or re-questioning you. You know, you don't have to explain yourself, and don't allow people to knock your confidence, because you're in a really good place right now. And learn how to deal with, you know, situations where, you know, somebody might, you know, want to sort of knock you off balance, or knock you off with a comment, or, you know, something to make you question yourself. Don't do the second guessing. Don't do the second guessing. If you hear something, you don't like it and you want to move away from that comment, you know, or move away from whatever's been said, don't indulge in it. Just, you know, remove yourself from it, even if it's hurtful, you know. Yeah, so you're being advised to trust your own path. You know, knowing that you're being supported by the universe, you know, what would you do? Think about the support you're having and the dreams you have and the things you want to accomplish. And understand that these things are possible. Minterkin, yeah, longing for home belonging, the original light worker. So, you know, if you're on your mission right now, Sagittarius, which you probably are, you know, remember that, you know, you might be finding that you're also coming across more like-minded people at the moment, people who are sort of on your level of development and healing, and, you know, you might be finding that, and it's a, you know, good idea to sort of stick around these people, because they're really good, have a really good influence on you at the moment. Also, you know, tune more into your heart chakra. Now, you might have had it blocked, or it might have been blocked, or you might have been experiencing it opening and closing quite a lot. Now, when you feel it closing, because you can feel that in your energy when your heart chakra closes down, breathe into it, or pay attention to it, and sort of do something, you know, that helps you bring that, you know, bring it back open again. You know, think of some, you know, exceptional experience you might have had. Think of, you know, something that makes you feel, you know, love and loving. Pay attention to that. Green is a very good colour to wear, for, you know, helping with that. Also, green, aventurine is quite a good stone to use. Aventurine, it's a green stone, which is also good. Also, rose quartz, of course. I'm thinking, hang on. Excuse me. So you have Danielle, you have the angel of marriage here, and you're having assistance, because if if you're getting married or thinking of getting married, or it's or somebody who could be getting married this year even. You're being assisted with that, through that. So you have a niggling feeling, Sagittarius, about something that's you're being possibly guided to something, and it could be that you're blocking that. There might be something you're feeling guided to do something, but you might be stopping yourself. And I have a feeling that the reason you might be getting downloads or nudges from the universe to do certain things. I have a feeling that you're just a little bit tired, and that could be something that's stopping you at the moment. You might have had a lot to deal with quite recently, and that could be why you're feeling like you need some time out. Now the niggle might be as simple as you need some time out, you need to spend time with yourself, go to a beautiful place, and relax, recharge, reboot, have a really nice long soak in the bath, do something, have pamper yourself a little bit more self-care. High priestess. So, you must harness that psychic power that you have, and you must use it and not question it, because I think sometimes, Sagittarius, you question, you second guess, because your mind is very fluent. Your mind is very Sagittarius. It's full of wisdom, it's full of ideas, it's full of a lot. So what I'm trying to say here, don't second guess yourself, because sometimes your head takes over from your nudges, your guidance, and you sometimes question, second guess, because you often also have alternative ideas on how to do something. Meditation, relaxation right now, because I think you're being a little bit overwhelmed with decisions at the moment, because there could be quite a lot that you have to juggle and deal with. Because you have what it takes, and if you believe in yourself, then obviously you're going to get better results. Now you're not powerless. If you've been having moments where you've been feeling disempowered, and that could be, due to something negative that you might have recently experienced, or something that might have knocked you off a little, knocked you off balance, that doesn't make you you have to know how to deal with that, if you're feeling disempowered, or in some respect. Now you could be, like I said earlier, you could have had a lack of self-confidence that's being, maybe that's something you're dealing with at the moment, your confidence issues, and you need to really work on that, and it could be an ongoing thing with you. So, look at why, ask yourself why, maybe journal, why do you have those, lacking moments of lacking in confidence? Is it to do with your past, your history, your childhood? And perhaps to write it out will help you, you sort of exercise it, if you like, to, remove it, look at it, understand it, heal it. So yeah, I mean, have more fun. You might be being in a bit of a serious mode at the moment because you might be focusing on quite a lot of, work issues. So, and perhaps the work you're doing is, quite serious, dedicated to it. So, or you're taking it very seriously. That could be something because, Sagittarius, you often, when you're involved in what you're doing, you take it very seriously. When you're making whatever you're doing, your work life, you do take that seriously, even though you might come across that you're not, but you very much are. So, have a bit of lightness about the things you're doing. Maybe put some more, fun into it. When it doesn't feel enjoyable, whatever it is you're doing, then that's the time to stop. Even if you're in mid-sentence, whatever, if that then becomes not unpleasant, not done, you have to understand those cut-offs as well, before it starts feeling drudge, and not very inspiring, because you won't produce inspiring things if you're, uncomfortable at that moment with what you're doing, because your heart won't be in it, your soul won't be in it, and you'll just be feeling like that. So watch that as well. You have the moon twice, so this makes me wonder if there's some secrets being kept from you, or you might be experiencing something to do with things that haven't been revealed to you that you need to know about, or you feel you need to know more about something. Yeah, and it's about revealing truths being revealed. I think you're wanting to really get to the truth of lots of situations, circumstances, understand the truth. And of course that's, part of the Jupiterian energy, Sagittarius energy, about truth and understanding and higher knowledge. And, wanting to really see what is true, what is fake. It's a big thing for you, because Sag, you don't do fake. It's it's not on your job description. So yeah, home. So your household situation is improving, and that's due to a move or a healthy change in the occupant. So in my case, yes, 5 kittens, which has improved my life here. But I think that you need to really understand that and see that more. Perhaps you've invested a lot into your home, your family, your home environment, just how you feel in it and how you value it. So this is a nudge to say, yes, it is improving for the better. And this could be because, you have been, quite focused on your home life as well. And, perhaps also you are being very careful about, the energy in your home as well. Don't forget to sage, for example. When you have somebody come round, a visitor or visitors, be them friends, family, or just workmen or whatever, be aware that it will really benefit you. It will really benefit you to clear the energy. In this case, at all times. And also Palo Santo, of course, is a really good one. Romance Angels. Palo Santo, again, is a very good clearing, energy clearing tool. So, yes, you might be having some control issues as well at the moment. So, as I said, you can be impatient, and sometimes you want things to sort of speed up, and, because you're not seeing the results, as quickly as you'd like, and that's natural for all Sagittarians. So, you know, and don't feel you have to control things so much. You might feel, actually I was joking today when I went shopping, and I mentioned to the cashier that I was a control freak, or I am a control freak, or can be in certain things. So, you know, that yes, control in some aspects, you know, watch how much you control, you know, let go a bit, you know, also of outcomes or anything, because if you're working on projects, you know, and the outcomes aren't there, and it's a, you know, a process that takes a lot of its own course, you know, especially creative projects, because, you know, the outcome is never ever sort of set in stone. So, you know, be flexible is what I'm trying to say. Be flexible about, you know, things and how they progress. You know, allow that flexibility. And if anyone works for you or with you, also try, you know, don't, you know, allow them to have all their creative input as well. I don't feel that, you know, you should control their creative input either. So allow anyone else's creative input to also flow without, you know, pressure, and deadlines is a bad word to use. So I would never use the word deadline. Just say, you know, due date, or when I want to finish this, or set yourself a target. But, you know, I'd advise not to use the word deadline, because I don't think it's a healthy word to use. And also, what you're being asked, what lights you up. You know, what is it that you're really passionate about, Sagittarius, that you do? It's probably many things. And you know, focus on the one, perhaps right now, focus on the one that gives you the most joy. You know, the project or the thing or whatever it is you're doing. Focus on the thing that's giving you the most joy and not taking up as much energy. You know, the sort of softer option at the moment, because I think you're quite tired. So the softer option, that's what I'd advise. And the thing that's most enjoyable. So, you know, it could be gardening, it could be, you know, animals, you know, being around animals, being with little children, or just going out, you know, doing some, I don't know, writing, sketching, or something like that. Now, you need a fucking big hug. I knew it. Yes, you do. So go and get one, squeeze, or hug yourself. But, you know, that's probably what you could do with right now, Sagittarius. So go and find your bestie, and go and get a big hug off of them. And I'm sure they won't mind at all. Even if you don't ask them nicely. So I'm going to get one more of these, and then I think I'll close your reading. I think I will. I feel I will. Oh, okay. Yeah. As I said earlier, you need to be more patient. You need to hold back. You need to not feel you have to have everything done already. You know, go with the flow more. Also, you know, look at other options as well. Because as I said with the moon card here, there could be things you haven't researched properly or need to know. Or look at other, you know, options. So yeah, carry on reaching for the stars, as you have the star card here. Because you deserve the best, Sagittarius. And, you know, you keep your dreams. They're not, you know, they are your dreams, but you can make them, you know, your reality. So keep them there. Keep reminding yourself. Write affirmations. Put those things down somewhere, and you can see them, you know, in your kitchen, or, you know, on get a blackboard, or make a blackboard, or do something like that, so that you can keep reaffirming the things you want to do. And you're being advised not to compromise. Now, you might have been put in compromising situations recently, or you're feeling that you're often compromising your time or your energy or your talents and skills. So, you know, be aware of how much you compromise as well, because if you compromise too much, you end up, you know, losing out. So be aware of how much you're prepared to compromise, and that's really just healthy boundaries. That's kind of saying, well, I can compromise to this, but if I compromise further, then that will make me uncomfortable. So be also honest about that. You know, when you're working with people, dealing with people, say how far you will compromise with them. You know, don't bend over backwards. Don't sort of find yourself saying, then feeling, a bit irritated with yourself because you've suddenly over-compromised again. That's something, and if that's a habit, you need to really question that too, because you have the Six of Cups here, and this is, an indicator that you are prone to just overextending yourself. That could also be some pattern that you need to break, or something that you've got under control already, but you sometimes lapse back into that. And that could be to do with self-worth issues, because it's like you're saying, well, if I do more for a certain person, they're going to like me more. That kind of sort of odd, a mentality that comes from, other things, your past, etc. But you are flying high now. You're doing really well. Which also, as I said, you could be receiving negativity from people, because that can threaten other people. When sometimes somebody might see you in a higher position than them, and then they feel a bit threatened by that. Don't let that bring you down. Because eventually, and it might feel like difficult, like you're wading through treacle sometimes, but know this, that eventually and soon people will become more inspired by your example, if you keep moving forwards, if you stay in this great energy, Six of Wands, knowing that you're going to have victory and success, and that's what you're working towards. Also knowing that you're looking after everything that you have. You're in a good position, so don't allow other people to bring you down just because they don't like where you are, because it threatens them or their place, or that kind of silly crap. So be aware of that too, Sagittarius. One more card to end your reading, and then I'm going to see the kittens. Yeah, peace. So don't worry, stay peaceful, make sure nobody upsets your peace, know how to put up boundaries, know how not to over-compromise. You don't need to worry about anything, because it's all working out beautifully for you right now, Sagittarius, and congratulations, because you deserve it. So take care, lots of love, keep on pushing forwards, keep on being you, keep on doing well, check a few of your habits and a few of your insecurities, realise that, you're fantastic, and until next time, bye.